Hi everyone, Robin and Brooke here today with the Blooming Lotus Life. And we are here today to talk about the changing of the seasons and the changes that happen to our body and what we can do to help keep ourselves healthy this season. So, hi Brooke, how are you doing today?
Hi, wonderful. How are you, Robin?
I'm good. I'm good. A lot going on. Busy, busy, busy. Sun's coming back out.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yay.
So we also have, in addition to the changing of the seasons, which you would never know of because it was really, really cold, like in the 30s. Now it's in the 60s, but it's still going like up and down. So I don't know
Mhm.
how to dress. Brooke is in a tank top. She had on a long sleeve shirt when we started. She's peeling off clothes. I already peeled off one layer and I might be peeling off another. And I actually have a tank top on under. So it's a little bit, the weather's a little bit
Yeah,
crazy. So it's kind of seems weird to be sitting here talking about winter when it feels like spring or early
right.
fall, right? But
Hmm.
what day was it? Was it earlier this week or was it last week? I can't remember. I had snow for a day and a half. We had snow,
Wow.
which was blew my mind because I remember
Hmm.
saying my shoulder hurts really bad and then it moved around in my back and I'm like, I think it's going to snow. And then somebody said, "Oh, it's too early to snow." And then somebody else said, "Oh no, I heard there's going to be snow showers." And I'm like, I took the
Yep.
dogs out to walk that night and it was
Hmm.
snowing and I didn't even know it was just starting to snow. So the weather's a little
Oh.
bit crazy and our bodies are being affected like up and
Hmm.
down between um the energies from the astrology, the planet getting hit
Hmm.
by like solar flares, the weather being
Hmm.
affected. So that affects our body, our mind, the way we feel, the way we process. A lot of tiredness. I've been really sleepy. How about you?
Yes.
Yeah, but we're both water signs, and then some people
Hmm.
are feeling really energetic because now
Hmm.
Mars is surpassed Mercury, and in in Sagittarius, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
okay.
Yep.
Had I had a brain fart moment in
That's all
Sagittarius.
right, man.
It wants to, Mars wants to move forward, but yet we may be feeling so exhausted, or we may not know which direction to move forward in because everything just seems to be swirling all around in all different directions. So how are
Hmm.
you feeling it, and how's it playing out for you?
It honestly feels like we're just getting hit with so many upgrades that the way I personally feel is like my light body is vibrating out any density that can't come with me, and I
Right.
feel like we all feel it at a different level, but that's how I'm personally experiencing it. But it's like how you're talking about how the weather is kind of like crazy. I feel like we're all kind of feeling crazy because there's so much going on in the collective. We're trying to hold our center,
Exactly.
we're trying to stay healthy, and it's like, how do you juggle all of this stuff and still stay
Yeah,
sane?
that's why I use a lot of analogies in the astrology because
Mhm.
um, if you think about the weather, if you talk about the weather, people can relate to the weather. They understand the weather, but they don't
Okay.
always understand the energetic weather report,
Mhm.
right? Because technically that's
Mhm.
what astrology is, the energetic weather report. So
Yeah.
like people are like, oh, all this stuff is coming up. Well, yeah, we have five planets in retrograde. We have
Mhm.
we have Mercury, we have
Mhm.
Jupiter, we have
Mhm.
Saturn, we have Neptune, and we have Chiron, all in retrograde. And then we have Black Moon Lilith stirring the pot, bringing things up to the surface. And what
Mhm.
do retrograde planets do, Brooke?
I look at it maybe a little bit different. I know that traditionally I was taught that it's like anything with an RE, like redo or revisit. But for me personally, when I'm experiencing a retrograde, I feel like it's an opportunity for me to go into self referral as opposed to object referral. So, like going into myself and doing kind of like an energetic inventory of what energies or stagnancies or self-belief, uh, self-limiting self-beliefs, subconscious programs, or just like collective template
Right.
things that we just need to go in and like the fear thing. I think is like a collective template where it's like if we get something that we've never seen before and it comes into our energy, we're very first probably going to just react in fear because we don't know how else to categorize it. But then when we turn the fear off and we allow it to just like sit in our energy for a minute, and then we're like, oh, like this actually isn't a fear. It's just something new that I didn't know how to categorize. But yeah.
Right. And but it is what you're saying is basically the re just in a different way, because that's the way,
Okay.
that's one of the things I love about you, the way you read charts, is because you do it in a very unique way. Okay. But
Yeah.
in a sense, that is reviewing and revisiting and revising,
Mm-hmm.
because you're letting
Mm-hmm.
it come up, you're facing it, and
Mm-hmm.
you're observing it.
Mm-hmm.
So observation and review it are
Mm-hmm.
very similar, but
Same thing.
it's
Yeah.
it's it's so it's it's just that like a lot of things, it's like there's a lot of energy moving,
Mm-hmm.
but yet we don't really feel like we're going anywhere, right?
Yes.
Treading water. We're
Yes.
treading water.
Yes.
And we do have a beautiful grand water trine coming up again. So at
Oh,
least that
cool.
gives us some ease of flow. But that last grand water trine, and I'm a water sign, wasn't really very comfortable for me. Like I didn't want to do anything but sleep. But this one
Mm.
is, oh, I'm trying to think, and I can't bring it up because we're on Zoom. Um, shoot, I should have opened it up first and then I
When
could
is it?
read. I'm trying to think.
Do you know what day it is?
I think it's after the Scorpio moon. But I think it's Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. I
Is
can't
it
remember.
is it November 17th, maybe?
It
Let me
could
look.
be.
Let me look. Um, mm,
But anyway, after this next moon in Scorpio, we're not, it doesn't really much matter because nothing's going to be the same anyway. So we're
okay.
getting, bombarded like with all these emotions and feelings that are coming up from the inside, the things that
Okay.
we're still releasing from the last moon, because that's what we do. We have this 2 weeks of release, and then when we come hit the next moon, um, which will be the 20th for us, it'll be like the 19th for those people in the UK and on that side of the world, like down under and all. Um, because it's like at one something in the morning. It's after yeah, after midnight for us, one something, maybe two, between one and two. And I've been working on other things, so I don't have the exact time, but I do know it's after midnight. But we're getting hit from, the outside solar flares hitting the
Yes.
planet. And then all
Yes.
these planets shifting signs. Uranus moving into Taurus. It's all about anything related to the earth. Food. Taurus doesn't like change. Food,
Mhm.
crops, money, earth events, volcanoes, the plate shifting, um, weird weather. Like, like it's not normal to really like this to snow this early in the year. Um, here.
Mhm.
Um, what is the date? The 19th. Yeah, it was November when it snowed. Because we did have one year that we had like some snow in October, which is really freaks you out when it snows in
Oh,
October.
wow.
When it snows in October, it's like, oh shit, it's going to be a really bad winter. Like, but
That's crazy.
so we have all these things hitting our bodies, but
Mhm.
it's not just our physical body, it's our ethereal body, it's the mind, body, and the spirit. Okay. So we have all of this going on. Like just like look at me holding my head. Like I'm trying to organize it in my head so that I can actually get it out of my mouth properly. So
Yeah,
working
I
from
get
the
that.
inside out, and that while
Yes.
planets are in retrograde. So working from the inside out, reviewing, revisiting, revising, renewing, like
Yeah.
maybe finding something that we have an opportunity to redo, because the one good thing
Mhm.
about Jupiter in retrograde was we had some really beautiful aspects with Jupiter and
Mhm.
some really good opportunities. So if you missed those opportunities for whatever reason, maybe you missed the signs and synchronicities, maybe you were sick, maybe you were in fear that and then, but you're not now because of the
Mhm.
political and the social climate that we all live in right now. Maybe you were
Yeah.
afraid to take that leap of faith, but now you're just like, oh, F it. What do I
Yeah.
have to lose? Everything's so screwed up
Yes.
anyway. F it, let me just go
Yes.
for it, right? So now you
Yeah.
have like a new opportunity to do that because of the retrograde. So that opportunity is going to present again. So Jupiter will go back over it. You may see it, you may not. If you do see it, it gives you a little bit of time to think about it, toss it around a little bit, get a good feeling for it, like really let it into your body and feel that energy move through your body. Like, how would I feel if I were like, how many people are not successful because they actually on a subconscious level feel fear success? Like
Yes.
to actually get an opportunity to sit back and embody the feeling of what would it feel like to be successful?
I feel like that has a lot to do with the nervous system too.
I as well do. But then we have Mercury retrograde. So your nervous system is now all activated, right? Plus
Hmm.
it's the trickster. So now it's a trickster energy. So is the opportunity real or is the opportunity not real?
Right.
So it's like a real mind F,
Hmm.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes.
From the inside and the outside. So what do we do with all of this energy? How do we process it on all these different levels? Mentally, physically, emotionally, socially, economically,
Hmm.
on a human level, on a collective level, on a conscious level, on a subconscious level. And then you're
Hmm.
sitting there like this, holding your head, going, right?
Hmm.
That makes my hair
Yeah.
look good. I need to do that more.
The bounce. Well, it's
So,
like return to self, return to
yeah,
self, return to self, return to self.
exactly. So it's
Ah.
kind of like reset. It's
Yeah.
like hitting the reset button.
Yeah.
So we need to stop, pause, and breathe. Think about
I
it,
like that. Stop, pause, breathe. Like
right?
stop, drop, and roll, but it's stop, pause, breathe.
Yeah. Oh, that's Shirley's favorite line. I learned that from Shirley. Stop, pause, and breathe. Because I
Oh,
always
that's
used to
cute. I
say,
like it.
relax, renew, revive. I
Oh.
also like that one too, because you do need to take the time to rest and relax and
Hmm.
to give your body a chance to re-energize and recharge and revive. And then you can
Hmm.
step into the world feeling renewed, right?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
fired up, which is hard for somebody who basically has no fire in their chart to do. So
Yeah, that's crazy to think about. Like
yeah,
the tendency
yeah,
to
it's a
have
balancing
burnout and
act,
stuff like that.
which let me see, where is that book?
When I think of when you said relax, there was a Simpsons episode I watched when I was in pharmacy school, and they were going to some place called Rancho Relaxo. So like that's what I think of when you say like stop, pause, breathe. Rancho Relaxo. It's like become your own like nervous system spa. You know, if you need to, just sit and stare at a tree, or like how many times have we just been like and we just kind of like lay in our bed and stare at the fan spinning. It's like this
Right.
is nervous
Oh,
system
please.
regulation. Just let it
I do
be.
that.
Don't
That's
question
that's a
it.
that's a nightly ritual for me.
Yeah, it's so good for you.
I'm trying to find the book. I can't find it.
What book is it?
It's it's called The Missing Element by Deborah Silverman. And it's an
Oh.
astrology book that basically anybody can read if you know like if you know how to print out your chart and you can look at um what did I do in my chart? Like
Oh yeah. Okay.
we were
How many
talking about this
air,
before we
fire?
came on, right?
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
if you look at my chart, you have your fire, earth, air, and water. Well, when you
Mm-hmm.
look at my chart, I have almost no fire.
One.
So
Yeah. Good old Mars.
my missing
Mhm.
element would be I don't have enough fire in my chart. So in this book, it tells you things you can do
Oh, that's cool.
to navigate your chart to help you use what little bit of fire you have and how to find the fire in your chart in other areas and use it to your advantage. It's an excellent book by Deborah Silverman. It's called The Missing Element. I just can't find it. And you know what's funny is I saw it the other day. I can never find anything when I'm looking for it, and I didn't expect to be, we
Thinking
don't
about
really
that.
plan these things, so I didn't expect to be talking about this.
Yeah.
But that's an excellent, excellent book for somebody who, if you have like, say you have a whole lot of fire, but maybe not enough water, right? So you're burning hot all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or like if you ever run into somebody that like they always feel like they have that angry bitch face, like
The RBF, yeah,
right?
or whatever.
Like and they
Yeah.
might have like a shitload of fire and it's like
Hmm.
they're not angry. It's just that they have so much fire you can feel like it like coming in
Yeah.
whew,
Yeah.
swooping down on you
Or they
like a
just have,
dragon getting ready to grab you,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
um it's anyway, it's an excellent book and it's I think it's really inexpensive. Like if I'm not mistaken, well, I've had it for a couple years, but I think like you can like get the audio book for like if you have
Oh,
an
that's
Audible
cool.
membership right
Hmm.
now, Audible is like 3 months for 99 cents because I had
Okay.
membership and then I canceled it because I didn't want to pay $16 a month.
Right, right,
And
right, right.
plus I like to hold a book, but now
Me
I'm
too.
getting to the point where I don't have time to just sit and just read. So like I'm starting to like audiobooks more and I'm finding that I'm absorbing more.
Hmm.
Like I listen while
By
I'm
listening.
I multitask, like while I'm doing laundry, while I'm doing dishes, while I'm vacuuming, whatever, even while I'm
Hmm.
working on the website, because I'm able to multitask like that. So just
Another thing
that's
that I just thought
it.
of when you're talking about all that is because, like, if we're looking at just our fire, earth, air, and water, but if we're only looking at like the nine basic things that we put in our astrology chart, what about all the dwarf planets like Sedna, Orcus, Makemake, Kwawa, Eris, Varuna, Ixion, etc.? Because I didn't have very much fire either, but then I go look and I have Eris and
Right.
Ceres, and so it's like, okay, so maybe that's something else too. And I was thinking a lot about astrology last night before I went to bed because I feel like one of the main reasons that I really love astrology so much is that I feel like I'm an energetic translator. So, like when I was a pharmacist, I could make the medical jargon make sense depending on the energy of the person that came in that needed to be counseled. And I feel like I'm doing the same thing, but I feel like there's a lot of people who think that astrology is frivolous. It doesn't have anything to do with real life, or people who just simply don't understand it because they have more of like a earth kind of tangible mind. But I feel like when you start looking into, oh, there you go,
I
the
found it.
nuanced energies of all of the dwarf planets, I feel like it unlocks something in you. I feel like astrology is a lot about validation, and it's not external validation because it's literally your chart. It's literally like the recipe. It's like your ancestors made the big stew that was Brooke. They're like, we're going to throw in this, and we're going to throw in this, and we're going to throw. So it's not outside of you. So it's not external validation. It's literally like it's giving you validation from yourself. So I just wanted to mention that because I couldn't fall asleep last night, and this is what I was thinking about.
Oh, that Uranus in Taurus,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
it's so slow moving and it's such a like a big shift of
Mm-hmm.
energy.
That one
And
out.
actually 2026, um,
Mm-hmm.
from what I've seen, like I've skimmed through stuff, but I haven't really dug deep because I've been working on, so many things
Yeah,
at one time that
it's okay.
literally I'm to a point now that when I do the astrology for the month, or
Mm-hmm.
like when I do the new and full moon, I literally pull up the chart like 5 or 10 minutes. I look at it real quick, and sometimes I don't even. Sometimes I surprise myself. I just pull it up, go
That's
live, and I'm
cool.
like, okay, I this is what I see. This is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes I think those are the best readings because when
Mm-hmm.
you overthink it,
Mm-hmm.
because then I think, okay. But then sometimes I will see something and I'll say, okay, well, this is here and this is here or whatever. And but if I see that it could play out more than one way, I will say
Mm-hmm.
it could be this or that, or it could be this and that. Okay. So like
Mm-hmm.
let's just say this as an example, the shift of moving into Taurus, which necessary actually this could be true. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In reality. So the shift of Uranus moving into Taurus, we're talking shock and surprise. Some shock,
Mm-hmm.
like some things have come out in the news. Like don't ask me for details because I don't watch it. Like, so,
Yeah, but you can feel it. You know what I
but,
mean?
well,
You can feel what's
and
happening.
I get shit through the grapevine, whether I want it or not. But you can feel
Yeah.
the shift, okay? But when we really
Mm-hmm.
think of Taurus, the first thing I think of is slow and steady. They don't like change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I think
Mm-hmm.
about money. and it's where you work hard for your money, but they also love to enjoy money, and they're all about
Yeah.
touch, right? It's the senses. Think of the
Hmm.
five senses: taste and touch and smell.
Hmm.
And they like soft, like that fleecy
The
type
tactile. Hmm.
silk or the fleecy, yeah, textile, like texture is really, really important. Even the texture of their food is like
Hmm.
important to them. And,
Hmm.
but it also has to do with the earth, our
Hmm.
agriculture. Um,
Hmm.
like, look what happened with you. You lost a tree.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it was money in, money out.
Hmm.
Like, my neighbor was looking to have her balcony enclosed like mine. So she wanted to know who did these, right? Because this is an extra add-on feature so that it can be used as a year-round room. Like
That's
I have
cool. I
heat
love
out
that
here.
room.
Oh, I love this room. I would never give up this room. Um, and I have an office. And I don't use it. Because I like it out here.
Yeah.
Now there's heat out here, but I'm somebody who gets cold, so I keep a space heater too. But just for giving her a referral,
Hmm.
got a check for $200 because they
Nice.
asked her. I didn't even know they did that. I didn't know they did
That's
it.
cool.
They asked her, well,
Shock and surprise,
yeah,
baby.
they said, well, who referred you? And she said, so and so, and she gave her name and whatever, and got a check for $200. Didn't like
Awesome.
3 days later my tax bill come?
Yeah, needed $200.
But I had the money to pay my taxes, right?
Yeah. The
So
universe shall provide. That's
there we
cool. I
go.
like that.
So that
I like that.
that's there's the shock and surprise. There's the
Hmm.
money in, the money out. Okay.
Hmm.
But it could be some people could win the lottery. Some people could lose their home.
Yeah.
So, this is the way the energy plays out. And it's like a lot of it also has to do with the person's chart, how they
Hmm.
navigate it, and are they standing in their power? How are you using your Pluto? How are you using your
Hmm.
Pluto? Pluto's in Aquarius. So what house is
Hmm.
it in? If you don't know, and go on the channel here. There is a video how to pull up your birth chart, and how
Hmm.
to find out what house it is. And then when we come on, you can throw a question in underneath of the video and we can answer it the next time we come on,
Hmm.
or just follow us.
Hmm.
Um, and follow us anyway because we have an event that's coming up for the holiday season. But all of these things that are going on, they affect us on every level. And
Hmm.
our physical bodies really take a hit. So we need to make sure that we take extra special care of ourselves during this time. Okay.
Hmm.
And then next week we also have, or no, what's the date today, honey? I don't even know.
Four, 14th. So it's like
Okay.
next
So next week
something.
we have the sun will be moving into Sagittarius.
My calendar's still in October.
Yeah, next week the sun will be moving into Sagittarius. So the I mean,
Ah.
we're talking a totally different energy. We're going from water to fire, okay?
Hmm.
And we're
Oh
going
yeah.
from somebody who's deep and dark and secretive, who's doing the research, investigating, looking for the truth, to somebody who's
Mhm.
loud, brassy, bold, and blunt,
And
right?
paving the way for new paths. Yeah.
Exactly. And I do like Sagittarius because Sagittarius has a really good sense of humor. I mean, there is
Hmm.
something that I like about every sign. Like people go, "Oh, you always say you like that sign," because there are things I like about those signs.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, you don't get to
Well,
just pick out the good parts of the sign. Like I'm a
right.
Pisces. Shadow Pisces is alcoholism, drug
Hmm.
addiction, like
Hmm.
victimhood. Like literally,
Yeah.
I'm I could be a drug addict just as easy as somebody else. I could be addicted to something.
Hmm.
Well, okay,
Hmm.
here's my addiction, right? Here's my addiction.
Yeah.
So like I fully admit it. Like is this as bad as, you know, drunk driving or driving under the influence of some other thing?
Hmm.
I guess no. And yes, all at the same time, it depends on what facet you're looking through. Okay,
I
because
feel like.
as a holistic practitioner, I know that this is not good for me. And as
Mm,
a human, I have so much energy hitting my chart, I don't care.
yeah, I mean, you just gotta do what you gotta do. So like, I feel like the first thing is any astrology sign and their shadow pretty much sucks as far as I'm concerned. But to me, like addiction is really like I feel like I've had some conversations with people where they want to kind of like blame an addiction for someone's behavior. And I'm like, but to me, addiction is just a label, and a label is a bridge. And it's kind of like when you break your leg, you don't keep using the crutches after your leg's healed. Isn't it addiction? Is it a crutch? Or is it like kind of like a sign of like a deeper wound? And then especially when you're talking about like Pisces and addiction, it's like Pisces are so connected to the other realms that it's like they don't know what to do when they're on earth, so they have to have a way to stay grounded. They have to, it's like they miss this connection because of the veil, and they don't understand it, so it's like a symptom of something like way deeper potentially. And I mean, I don't know, like
Well, and it depends too, because like I know somebody who's a Scorpio, but their Scorpio's in their 12th house, and that person
oh
does have an addiction problem.
yeah, that sounds kind of painful if I'm being honest. Yeah.
So they're
um
like highly intuitive, super,
right,
super mystical and
right,
magical. And
going into the depths
they,
about everything.
they, right, very philosophical. If I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken, I think this
They're
person,
probably just really hard on themselves, and that's why they have the addiction, because they don't maybe feel seen. And also, like with
I
you,
I
did
think they're
mhm,
overwhelmed with the energy and they can't,
yeah.
yeah, that it's like something, just, I think it's like everything, like how do bad habits start? It just starts with the first time, right? Like no matter what
Well,
it is.
but ultimately, our bodies always want to pull us into homeostasis, and they're always trying to protect us. So, on some level, if your body doesn't feel safe, and that's how you nourish yourself. And didn't you tell me that, like, when you went to the doctor and they looked at your lungs, like your lungs are like beautiful? So,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
So it's like,
It took me like a year over.
mhm,
What was it? I just went. July was my follow-up. June or June was my last follow-up from my pneumonia
oh,
because
that
there was
seems so
still
long
a
ago.
residual because I had had the pneumonia for so long. And there's like something here because now remember, I moved, to
That's
another
right.
state that has a similar climate, but a lot
Different plants
like
and
there's
stuff.
like a the spring and the fall are really, really rainy. And it's not that
Hmm.
it wasn't like that, like in New Jersey where I came from, because I was on the ocean. It's just a different kind of like, and then the summer is like really, really dry and hot here, almost like where you are. Like literally,
Hmm.
like the temperatures can go
That's
to like boiling.
wild.
So
That's
it
wild.
is wild. And when you're in the mountains, like the weather can change like that. Like
Hmm.
right here, like in 5 minutes, that can turn black and a tornado could be going through.
Oh well.
Like it's crazy because we're in the valley. So
Hmm.
how do we take care? We can't control the stars. They are what they are. What's happening
Hmm.
in the astrology is happening in the astrology. We can't
Hmm.
control that. Okay. But there are things that we can do to help our physical bodies to stay healthy.
Right.
And that's like
Hmm.
hydrate and certain vitamins. So
Hmm.
why don't you talk about some of that a little bit? Because Brooke used to be a white
Hmm.
coat pharmac pharmacist,
Right.
pharmacist,
Pharmacist. Yeah.
and I'm your
That's funny.
holistic health practitioner. So between the two of us, we're sitting here, we're
Yeah.
like, well, we could do this, and you could do this, and you could do this. And I'm like, yeah, we could do all of those
Hmm.
things. I think maybe we
Hmm.
should share like some really good tips to help get the physical body because listen, if the physical body
Excuse me.
if any part of you doesn't feel well, it's going to affect the other part. So if mentally you feel overwhelmed and tired and drained and
Hold on 1 second, Robin.
go ahead, honey. If mentally you don't feel well, then emotionally you're not going to feel well and physically you're not going to feel well. And she's been a little bit just a little bit under the weather, so she'll be back with us. Um, she's in Arizona, so it's extremely dry
Just
there.
dry.
There you go. You okay, sweetie?
Uh-huh. Um, I honestly feel like this is like a huge closing loop because before I worked at a farmer's market job, I had this same like cough where it's like it tickles you and then you can't breathe and it's like your airways are inflamed. And so I have my cold infused marshmallow root, which I think has saved my life because
Marshmallow root is great. Also, lemon balm. Lemon balm will help support that. And I'm, you know me, I push the elderberry like there's no tomorrow, whether you use syrup, tincture, or
Mhm,
whatever. I always have tincture. I have enough elderberry tincture
mhm.
for at least a year.
Oh, that's cool. Because you probably put alcohol in yours, huh?
In the tincture I do, but if I want to make syrup, I have it doesn't take long. I mean, you can make a whole batch of syrup. It takes longer to wait for it to cool to add the honey than it does
Yeah.
to make it. Like it doesn't take long to make it. You just throw the stuff in the pot and bring it to a boil and then let it
Hmm.
simmer for 45 minutes, turn it off until it gets like, room temperature
Hmm.
so that you can squeeze it out. I mean, it's not hard at all. Matter of fact,
That's
last year I
insane.
gave that out as gifts. I made homemade elderberry syrup and handed it out as gifts.
That's a really good idea. This
Yeah,
is the first year I haven't made it because I was making it and selling it to people at Oliver's school.
I'm probably going to be
But
throwing some up on the website because
good.
I think we're going to really need it this year, all of us. But
Oh.
in the meantime, too, we have to understand like the balance between the mind, the body, and
Hmm.
the spiritual connection, and that the planets, the energy from the planets do hit our body along with the incoming solar flares. So, what can we do to up the self-care? Would like say vitamin
Hmm.
D because we're not getting as much sun, vitamin C, um, the um what was it marshmallow root you had?
Yeah, marshmallow root.
Yeah, marshmallow root. Um, shoot,
It's so easy.
I
You
should
just
have
buy
pulled it
it,
up.
you put it in distilled water, like in a jar, put it in your fridge for 6 to 8 hours or overnight, and then you strain out the stuff from the water. And then I add honey and I just drink it.
Right.
Really good for your mucous membranes.
Also, lavender is soothing. I think
Okay.
lavender is good. Like
I got
people
lavender
use
in
it
this.
just for relaxation or to help them sleep. But I think that lavender is very soothing for the body overall. Whether you bathe in it, whether you have lavender tea or your
That
cream
makes
or
sense.
aromatherapy or whatever, I think that's really, really good. And
Hmm.
um, you can also take the um, elderberry syrup and mix that lemon balm together. Throw some
Okay.
lemon balm in there or put like the elderberry syrup and lemon balm tea. That's
Okay.
really, really good. We want things that are going to up our nutrients, especially like
Hmm.
our B vitamins, our C vitamins, your D vitamins. Um, Vitamin K, which a lot of people don't even really know what vitamin K is, but your dark
Hmm.
leafy greens, which are hard to get in the winter, but you can get it from like spinach. So, and if you don't like
Hmm.
spinach, or collards, or I'm trying to think
Hmm.
what's the other one? It's kind of like top.
Not arugula, right? I can't think.
No, but arugula is okay, but you
I
don't get as much vitamins from arugula.
think there's a lot of vitamin C, and I feel like arugula, like it's a prebiotic, and it really like flushes out your microbiome. So if there's
That
any
it is
gross
good
stuff,
for
it's just gonna
flushing
go.
out your system.
Hmm.
It's kind of like a little mini detox, right?
Yeah, I love arugula.
Um,
But
Also
the one thing I was gonna.
oregano is really, really good. It's good
Oh.
for your lungs, for asthma, for your sinuses. Uh, there's
Ah,
so many things.
I
Maybe
like that.
I'll pull up one of my PDFs and attach it under this video for people.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
what are your suggestions like as far as energetic? Like, what kind of an energetic cleanse or meditation like would you suggest?
So like the first thing I wanted to say before I had my episode was that it's important, I feel, to know yourself. And like one of the way you can know yourself is like pull up your chart and look at, what is your constitution? Fire, earth, air, water. But so like if you're earth, like that's physical, tangible medicine. If you're fire, then it's going to be like activity. If you're a lot of air, then that's going to be like working with your thoughts. And let me just say that I don't feel like there's hardly anyone that I can talk to that doesn't have health anxiety just because of the way that the kind of modern world is. So
Right.
if you can kind of conquer that fear of, going to Google and it telling you that you're going to like croak because of some random rash that you've never seen before in your life, bring yourself down from that mental place.
Right.
And then obviously emotionally, because like I had frozen shoulder last year and I tried every single physical thing that there was. And what it was there's just like a bunch of clogged emotions that just came out. And then like as soon as I like cried and then like got angry with my husband, and then I was like, oh, I can move my arm now. But I guess what I'm saying is for me, I have a lot of air and a lot of water. So my healing looks different than someone who, like my dad, has like a lot of earth and a lot of fire. So
Right.
he's always I love my Rife machine. I love frequency medicine, but honestly, nervous system regulation, going into a calm state, going into a meditative state, whether you're outside listening to a stream, listening to the birds, staring at a tree, or going online and finding someone who you enjoy their meditations and just allowing your body to rest. Because your body, that's its job, is homeostasis. Your body is meant to keep you in balance. And there's just so many things outside of us that we have to navigate, that are constantly saying the answer is outside of you, the answer is outside of you, the answer is outside of you. That's like one of the things that started to unlock when I was working in pharmacy, was that like, why does everybody think that their body can't take care of itself? Why does everybody think that their body needs something outside of them? Not to say that those things aren't helpful, but I
Because
had,
when we were kids,
yeah.
well, most, well, not necessarily me, because my grandmother was Native American. She just filled us up with some kind of voodoo. But, but most people were taught that, oh, you're sick, you have to go to the doctor. Like,
Yeah, because why would you know what's best for you?
don't even give your body a chance to like heal on its own.
Right,
Like,
right.
let's think about it. It's 2026. We still don't have a cure for the common cold. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my grandmother could grab some flaxseed honey and lemon.
I like
You'd
that.
suck that stuff down. You'd hold your nose because it tastes terrible.
Yeah, flaxseed's
Um,
gross.
and maybe some elderberry syrup. And within 3 days, your cold was
Nice.
gone.
Nice. Well,
Right?
and then the other thing I was going to say is I think probably because I have so much water that if processing my emotions isn't enough, like I'm obsessed with homeopathy. That's another thing that's kind of annoying about mainstream nowadays, is like you can't even go online and ask about homeopathy without it telling you it's dangerous. And I'm like, homeopathy literally works on the premise of water having a memory. So
Yeah.
unless you have like some karmic curse from being mean to water in a past
And
life, I don't really see how homeopathy could be dangerous. But
it's not.
that's my
And
opinion.
here's the thing is if you're on prescription medication, you can still use it.
Yeah.
Like, it does not interfere with any other medicine. It's all natural. I think the only thing you have to worry about is if you're on like a is it
On the sode. Oh,
cholesterol medicine.
oh, okay.
You're on some kind of a cholesterol medicine. I can't, and there's one specific one, and I can't think of the name of it, but I wouldn't want to name it anyway because I don't want to get sued. By the way, I might as well give my disclaimer that this is our
Yeah.
opinion
Not,
and we're
yeah.
not forcing it on anyone else. And please,
Right.
advice of
It's not medical advice.
your own medical advisor
Yeah.
or professional or voodoo doctor or whoever you
Well,
use.
I think honestly, the answer is always in knowing yourself. Like, if you know that certain things work for you, then use those things. If you know that certain things in the past have not worked for you, then use those things. Like, you know what I mean? You have all of these tools to help you. It's not to say that you have to just like grin and bear it, but I have found with like a lot of ailments, like headaches and stuff like that, sometimes just honoring them and accepting them instead of pushing them away ends up neutralizing them. So, I mean, it's all, there's so many variables, but really
And
just
it's
knowing
connecting the
yourself, I feel like
dots. Like,
is,
what
yeah.
is it connected to? Like, I know, like when my sinuses get clogged up,
Hmm.
and then it starts going to a headache, and then it'll go like into a migraine if I can't get that pressure relieved somehow. which
Hmm.
like I don't feel a migraine, but I'm so stuffed up because the weather keeps changing and so my allergies keep flipping back and forth. We actually have
Hmm.
daylilies starting to bloom because it's been warm the last few days.
Uh, that's crazy.
Cold in the morning, cold at night, but apparently, like literally, they have buds on them. Like I'm waiting for them to
That's
bloom
like
up.
Arizona weather, man.
It's crazy. So one thing though, too, also when you said about the fire, earth, air, and water down here on the bottom of
Hmm.
the chart,
Yes.
the one thing with air is you
Hmm.
have to be mindful with air is air needs to communicate. It needs to talk because
Okay. That makes sense.
that's air's release. Otherwise, you can get caught in that vicious circle in your brain. And then that self-talk could real easy, Mercury could flip the script. You could go from, I am beautiful, I am kind, I am a loving person, I'm a giving person to, oh my God, I'm a horrible person. Why didn't that work out for me? I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm
Right.
not as young as I used to be. I can't compete with these younger girls, right? Like seriously, it can really because Mercury has that little bit of trickster energy, especially when it's
Right.
in retrograde, because it wants you to
Hmm.
review. So anywhere where you don't feel confident in yourself,
Hmm.
that's the wound that's going to come up. That's
Hmm.
going to be the test. Okay. So that's the one thing I just wanted to bring that up as well. And this the same with water, where you
Hmm.
may just start crying and you don't even know why. You just
Yep.
don't know why. But
Hmm.
then in addition to all of this and the asteroids, we have to bring into play um the eclipses. Okay? Like I
Hmm.
was born during an eclipse.
Ah, okay.
So are you a prenatal or postnatal eclipse? Which that is like, and where's your progressed moon? Like mine is, I think it's in Gemini getting ready to move into Taurus no, it's in Taurus getting ready to move into Aries. So like this should be like once everything shifts again, like, so for people who don't know what the progressed moon is, every 2.5 years, um, you start with your natal moon, and every 2.5 years, your moon will move to another sign, your progressed moon in your chart. Not talking about the moon every day. I'm talking about this over for 2.5 years. So, so I'm pretty sure mine's moving from Taurus into,
Oh, that's cool.
it
Yeah, I have
might
no
be
idea what
moving
mine would
from
be.
Gemini into Taurus. I don't know. I just hope I need it to move somewhere where
Interesting.
there's money. Like bring me the money, honey. And guess what? Taurus will bring me the money and Aries will too, because Aries will give me the drive to and the energy to work because
Yeah,
it's ruled by Mars and my Mars is in the fire sign of Leo. So that's where that one fire sign I have brings some positive energy
yeah.
because my Mars is,
Pretty fiery fire.
yeah,
That's
my
kind of
my
cool.
Mars is in a beautiful,
It's
uh,
almost like triple fire, right? Because of the deacon.
yeah, because of it's like it's Mars fire,
Sun, Leo,
the
Mars. Yeah.
in the first deacon, which is the sun, which rules Leo. So it's identity, fire, and then it
Hmm.
opposes my moon, so it makes sure it to make sure that I don't miss any of my screw ups.
Accountability, baby. Gotta
Or
love
my
that.
accomplishments.
Oh,
It could be
yeah, there you
any
go.
any accomplishments or
I
forward
like that.
movement, anything, that has to do with forward movement. So I just wanted to bring that up, especially because that's really important for air signs. Because people
Hmm.
with a lot of air in their chart, you can get caught in that negative self-talk where like one day, like you're okay, okay. And the other thing too is like collab collaboration. Because Pluto
Hmm.
and Aquarius, we're not supposed to do this alone. We're supposed to collaborate. We're supposed to come
Right.
together. Um,
Community. Yeah.
I mean, if you feel like you can do it alone and you want to do it alone, go ahead. It might take you a little bit longer, but it's kind of like caring is sharing, like how we teach our kids to share.
Right.
Well, that's what this energy is kind of all about. Like Like,
Well, and also, yeah, not being hyper vigilant, because usually hypervigilance is like a trauma response, but a lot of us are just used to, oh, I'll just do it myself because I want it done right or whatever. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Like don't be like the mom that's not in her woman energy, that you're in mother energy, right? So there's
Hmm.
father, I'm sorry, there's daughter, um, mother, and
Hmm.
woman energy. So your daughter energy is the my always me, and the mother
Hmm.
energy is like, oh, it's okay, honey, I'll help you, I'll clean up, I'll walk around behind you, blah blah blah, blah. And the woman energy is
Hmm.
kind of like, okay, enough is enough. You're a big girl now. You will clean your room, and you won't leave your room until you clean it. And I'm not
Boundaries.
doing this for you because you're more than capable. Okay, so like mother energy is kind of like think of mother energy as
Hmm.
enabling.
Yeah, that's literally what I wrote down.
Okay. So and the
Hmm.
child, well, the daughter energy, the child energy is going to be like typical child energy. Like a child is a child, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they go through their stages of growth. So what energy are you in? Okay. All of this is all connected. And then what's your life path number? Do you know your life path number? Do you know anything about your
Mm.
human design? It's all
Mm.
connected because when you line it all up, let me tell you something. Like
Hmm.
when I put it all together, I'm like, oh my God, like literally that was the me that I could never put into words because of my Mercury placement, right? So
Okay.
because my Mercury's in Pisces, I can talk a whole lot and say a whole lot of nothing. Every once in a while, I have an Einstein moment, right? So the thing of it is like, what what is what is happening? How are all these things connected? You know, when we talk about even numerology, we have the 1369. Well, look at your birth chart. If you know your numerology and then you look at your birth chart, you'll find all of those numbers in your birth chart that are in your numerology. Or those numbers will have some significant importance to you in some way. Like maybe that's the
Hmm.
age of your childhood wound, or maybe
Oh, I see what you're
it,
saying. Hmm.
maybe it's the day that, say, your parents got married, or that you lost someone you loved, like a a grandparent or something like that. It all lines up. Everything comes together. It's a cocktail. I always say it's a cocktail. It's a blend. It's
It's a cocktail.
whatever. So none of those
Yeah.
things we can control. The only thing we can control is what we consume, how
Hmm.
we consume it,
Mm.
how we process and react or respond to it. So we get the
Hmm.
choice of reacting or responding.
Hmm.
And I guess a reaction could be considered a response, but there's
Hmm.
the and then there's it's okay, we're going to get through this. So
Right.
there's
Like,
different
hmm.
responses, and everybody's going to be different the way depending on how it hits their charts. So the common things are that we're all going through something, and we're all going through something different. Um, but how is it affecting each individual? And what can they do to support their mind, body, and soul, spirit, to help keep them healthy, to learn to navigate this difficult, challenging energy that is also being um, fueled by the external social political climate.
Hmm.
If you let that
Yeah.
into your world, like, because sometimes, like, I don't want that in my world, but sometimes it enters my world indirectly. Like, sometimes
Right.
I click on Facebook, the first thing that's there is something that I
Hmm.
don't want to see. But once you've seen it, it might be just a picture. I'm like, oh shit. Now I'm gonna have
Yeah.
that
You
stuck in my head
gotta
all day,
bring
right?
yourself back down. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Bring
I have to,
yourself back to
I
center.
do, I have to, and then what I'll do is I'll just turn, look out the window, make myself a cup of tea, and then I just zone mm,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no, no, no,
Find your
no, I didn't
center.
see that. That does not
Yeah.
exist in my world. Like, I have
Yeah.
to deprogram that temporary moment, like
Yeah. It's like,
that
that is
one
not my
moment.
reality. Yeah.
Yeah, because once it's in your subconscious, it's there. Like you don't
Yeah.
we need to learn how to like
Be
release
adept.
that. As soon as we
Hmm.
recognize it, release it, because the,
Hmm.
the people that don't release are going to be the people that struggle the most. So I know some people
Hmm.
are really struggling right now, and don't beat yourself up because this isn't like targeted towards you. You're
Intense.
not struggling because you've done anything wrong. You're struggling just because of the way the energy is hitting your chart. And you don't maybe have the astrology knowledge that we have, that like we like, what was it? Um, I can't remember. Was it me or you? I know at one point, both of us, over the last month, I don't think
Hmm.
there's a person that I don't know that hasn't had some kind of meltdown over the last month. Like me, I sat
Yeah.
and cried, and I could, if you ask me why, I don't even know why. I think I just needed an
Yeah.
energetic release.
Yeah.
5 freaking days and nights of rain. Five.
Yeah.
A day and a half of sunshine, and then 2 days of snow. Are you
That's
effing
crazy. So much
kidding
water.
me? Like, you want to talk about moving through with somebody's head? Somebody that doesn't like winter to begin with, who's a Capricorn rising.
Yeah, you should move here then.
Like, you're really messing with my structure. You're shaking up my foundation.
Mhm.
And yeah, so that shift, just be mindful of that, Uranus, because with all the planets in
Mhm.
retrograde and Uranus, that Uranus shift, if you weren't shaken up, you will be. And
Mhm.
well, if you tell me that you haven't been, or you're not by the time this we're out of all these retrogrades, I would have to say, you might want to dig a little bit deeper. I'm not going
Mhm.
to say that you're lying. I'm going to say that you missed something. You didn't see something.
Mhm. You
Okay?
didn't use the
Because
retrograde to your full advantage.
absolutely use the retrograde to your full advantage. Absolutely. However, do not use it to misbehave at Thanksgiving.
That's so funny. I want to say something about nervous system regulation. So I don't know if anybody out there likes baths, but something I just realized the other day is like I love the way it sounds when I take a bath and I go under, like where my ears are under the water, and I can hear the water still coming out of the spigot or whatever. But the other day I started just going
I do
and it
that.
was like in the bath, it was like everything was vibrating and it was
Vibrates.
like it was amazing. I was like, okay, we need to start
It
doing
goes through
this.
your whole body. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
it's
when you pulled up a
amazing.
seashell to your ear almost, right? It's
Yeah.
really, really
Oh,
cool.
oh,
And I always put Himalayan salt in mine, and some
oh,
magnesium
yeah.
flakes, because that's another thing, people. Up the magnesium. We don't get enough
Yeah.
magnesium.
Yeah.
We really don't get enough magnesium.
Yeah.
And you can think that you're getting enough through diet, but magnesium flakes for your bath, and I mean, they're really like not expensive at all. And you can buy them
Mhm.
pretty much anywhere. Like, I would say probably Walmart probably be the cheapest place. But add magnesium flakes to your bath along with your
Mhm.
favorite like essential oil. Just make sure you wipe out the tub so the person coming in, well, nobody uses my tub but me. So,
Slips and
but
falls. Yeah.
yeah, you just slip and falls, especially if you have little kids or elderly people in your home.
Hmm.
Just be
Hmm.
mindful of that. Um, unless there's somebody that you really want to get
Robin.
rid
I
of.
knew you were going to say that.
But you know my humor. Unless there's somebody you just want to say goodbye to.
I love that.
I'm only kidding.
Whoopsies. Oh
Yeah,
my
no,
gosh.
we never wish any harm on
No.
anyone. That's all just in fun.
Yeah.
Some people I wish some people would move to another location, but I don't
Yeah.
wish any harm to anyone. Actually, some
I
people I
get it.
actually feel sorry for, because I don't think their families are protecting them properly.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
that's just my personal opinion. There's and your meditations are beautiful too. And we have some new
Thanks.
meditations that are going to be going up on the website. And
Yeah.
some of at, at least one or two of them are going to be free. And then
Hmm.
Brooke is in the
Oh yeah.
process, when her throat is better, that there'll be a
Hmm.
collection, we'll be selling series of meditations. So some will be, say, for anxiety and stress, or some or release of grief, or things to
Hmm.
bring abundance and joy and happiness, and different different things for different subjects. So we'll
Yes.
be selling those like in packages of what, how are you going to sell them? Like seven or eight, or just however many come, however
Yeah.
however you channel them, right?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that. And also, if anybody's watching this and they have ideas for meditation they would like for us to create, let us know.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I do have a whole list
Hmm.
of the different categories that we'll be covering, which I haven't even sent to Brooke yet. I know that I left you like a
Hey.
WhatsApp message, and I'm like, oh, this is going to get lost. Let me type it all out, and I did, and I have
Oh,
it. In fact,
yay.
I printed
It's
it out.
okay.
It's by
It's just the
by my
energy.
printer for you. So, um. So we'll be having those, and I'll be
Hmm.
giving you some next week as well to help
Yay.
you get through the upcoming holidays. So
Yes.
what what other suggestions do you have? Because like right now we're lucky enough that we've had a few warm days. I've been able to go out and take off,
Hmm.
my shoes and socks and sit on a bed. I have a bench right under this window.
I love it.
However, my elephant ears did not survive the frost. They're looking pretty shabby now.
Oh.
Yeah, and I should have brought them in. I didn't know we were getting frost that night, but it's okay. But um, what suggestions do you have besides the salt bath? Because there's a salt
Hmm.
bath and then there's a salt blocks, which I'm not an Amazon affiliate, so I don't make any money off of share this, but I know Amazon sells the salt blocks that you could put under your feet, the grounding mats. However, I did
Oh, that's cool.
recently, I have a grounding mat and I have never had a problem with it, but I did recently read an article and I can't remember where that said to be mindful with these grounding mats because you plug them into electricity.
Hmm.
Um, so for certain people, um, and I'm going to say probably, I'm going to take a wild stab here, but I would
Hmm.
say fire signs. It
Hmm.
might be, might be counterproductive for you. I don't know, but there was something, and it had something to do with the wiring. I don't know if it was a
Hmm.
specific brand. So just be mindful that if you buy one, if you don't like it, that you can exchange it. Because make sure you check when you go on Amazon. Some things, like the purchase is final, and I learned that the hard way. That I
Yeah.
bought something that I didn't know until I went to return it that I couldn't return it. So
Mm.
make sure because they're changing all their rules and stuff. But I'm pretty much off of Amazon because I'm not agreeing with some of the things they're doing with not supporting the planet.
Hmm.
So
I was gonna say,
I'm on
I
strike
want.
because they're not
Mhm.
supporting the planet for the next generation, and I want Oliver to have clean air and clean water, and so
That's what I was gonna say when you were talking about Uranus. I was gonna say Uranus conjunct Sedna. I mean, I know that it's not as tight as it was before, but that's the name of the game, baby. Returning to Earth, and I have a lot of friends, and I have the same kind of vibe going on where like Christmas is not going to be the same this year because I'm not going to be buying, I'm not going to be consuming, I'm going to be either creating or co-oping with people. You know what I mean? It's like if I can buy something or exchange something with another like-minded human who made something with their hands, that's one thing. But consumerism, I don't know. I just don't I don't feel like it's gonna be,
well
I don't know.
on Monday that
Yeah.
series starts, and and you're welcome to join me because I always love working with you. It's just that our schedules
Oh,
sometimes
thank you.
conflict
Yeah, yeah,
because we're 3 hours apart. For people
yeah.
watching,
Two
we're 3 hours
or
apart.
two.
Oh, two
Because
two
of
hours.
daylight savings. Yeah, because we don't change. We always stay the same. So you're only two now.
Oh,
That's okay.
so was I late today?
It's okay.
So I
I
was
had a
late.
feeling. I mean, you weren't late. I was just really early.
No,
No, it's okay. I was gonna
I
say
was late.
something
I
yesterday,
forgot that
but
Arizona doesn't have time. You know what? I knew there
how
was a
funny.
reason I
It's
kept,
hard to
and I
remember.
always,
Yeah,
for like the last 5 or 6 years, I've been wanting to move to Arizona. That's why, because I can't stand this friggin' time change because it
it's so
screws me
weird.
all up. And I thought the whole country changed. It's like, is
Mm-mm.
Arizona like becoming its own country? Or no, oh
I
no,
don't
it's
know.
Texas.
Yeah, that's like Austin, Texas or something. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. The whole thing's crazy. I think that we're just going to wake up. I don't even think, here's what I want to tell everybody. I'm going to
Yeah,
give
yeah,
you
yeah.
a little sneak peek for the next moon in Scorpio.
Oh yeah, the 20th. That's in
Okay.
6 days. When is that? I can't even
What's
think.
today?
Friday.
So it should be like
So
next Thursday into Friday or next Friday. It's the 20th for
I think
us.
it's Wednesday.
Or
I'm
no,
gonna look at my phone.
it's after midnight.
Yeah,
So you could say it's the 19th, but well, for
yeah,
wait a
yeah.
minute. No, for
Yeah.
you,
So
it
it's like
is.
Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, it'll be Wednesday here because I think
Yeah, it'll be Thursday
it's
here
EST. It's like 1 a.m. or something.
because of the
Okay.
time change. Yeah, because it'll be
Okay.
because you're 2 hours behind me because
Ah,
it's like at one something in the morning.
mm-hmm.
Okay. But
Fun times.
so we have a new moon in Scorpio.
Oh, it's gonna be so cleansing.
Do you have something else that wait a minute, let me just look at my chart. Like see do it on
Yeah.
my phone. I was gonna say, could you pull up a chart? I need to pull out my PC out of the closet, like so that I can look at
Oh,
things at once.
I
I,
pulled
I
up the
didn't
chart of
I didn't
today, but
think to I just didn't think to pull up the chart because I didn't really plan on doing. I should know better
yeah.
because we never plan. Um,
Well, even if we did, it would just go a different way, anyways, right?
yeah. In the meantime, while I'm looking for it,
Well, this is what I was going to say when you're asking me for like advice. And like, I don't know that I'm going to give tangible advice. I'm going to give more like thought provoking advice. So, first of all, know yourself, have boundaries, and that includes energetic boundaries. And I feel like one of the most important energetic boundaries that I've learned to work with at the beginning of the day is a mantra that says something to the effect of, I manage my energy in a way that sustains and doesn't deplete me. Because if you're depleted, your nervous system's going haywire, you're not in your center, you're not able to receive your intuitive counsel, and that wreaks havoc on your physicality as well, right? So you just have
right,
to, and I feel like again, Uranus and Saturn conjunct, it's like Uranus is being like, we're just going to send some electricity through all of this stuff that's not in integrity. And Sudden is saying, like, we need to get back to the earth. We need to take care of each other and take care of the earth. And you remember the whole thing about the last time Uranus and Sudden were conjunct was the pre pottery Neolithic phase, which is when farming and agriculture took off so that people became disconnected from each other, is basically what I would say if I were to paraphrase it. So it's like, it's going back to that. And I'm seeing all these people, and I love Gen Zs for this because Gen Zs are very much about holding everybody accountable who's just lying, but they think because they're up at the tippy top of their little ego tower that it won't crumble. But it's like if you're using external referral and not self referral, then that's not true power. Like your true power is in your sovereignty, it's inside of yourself. So people don't want to be bamboozled anymore. I hang out with a bunch of folks that they don't even shop anywhere mainstream anymore because they're just done with all of the agendas behind it. You know what I mean? It's like if we want to support each other, then we start by doing it now. We start by saying, I could buy from here, but I'd rather just like talk to my neighbor who has chickens and I'll trade my neighbor
right,
for some eggs and I have like some peppers and lettuce or whatever that I've grown. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like it's very much getting back to that. And it's like the agendas are trying to like force us into a corner. And this has like been a reoccurring thing. Clients have come up to me and been like, the universe has given me two options. And I'm like, the universe doesn't ever just give you two options. So it's like, if the universe is backing you into a corner, this is your corner, guys. You just blow right through it and you make a new decision because it's your life. You hold the key. The power comes from within you. So, just hold your vision. And I don't know. I think that it's always interesting. We saw this in 2020 where there was an agenda and it backfired. And I feel very much that it's the same right now. So,
yeah. So what we have is we have for this new moon. So
mm-hmm,
it'll be a dark moon.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So what we have is we have Venus, the moon, Black Moon Lilith, the sun, all in Scorpio. And then we have Mercury and Mars is like almost halfway through Sagittarius. Mars
Um,
is really, really accelerated energy. So
mm-hmm.
what I feel like is I feel like whatever
Oh yeah.
whatever Black Moon Lilith is bringing up, digging up and bringing up to the surface. Well, number one, I'm going to say there's going to be a lot of healing with, especially because Chiron's retrograde. And we have all these retrograde planets and we're having all these opportunities. It's like blessings in disguise. Like I would say
Hmm.
blessings in disguise. We're planting new seeds. Do we have that North Node energy of being able to trust in the unseen and the unknown,
Faith.
okay, with unshakable
Hmm.
faith while
Hmm.
letting go of the perfection in the way we
Right.
connect to spirit or to the higher realms, okay?
Hmm. Hmm.
No matter what that is, if it's God, spirit, creator, whatever you want to call it.
Hmm.
Saturn retrograde in Pisces,
Hmm.
you know, you're trying to build structure in a water sign. Draw a line in the
Mm,
water, what happens?
nothing.
If you have a glass of water and you stick your finger in the water
Ripples.
will just float around your finger. It pushes,
Hmm.
pushes
Yeah, yeah.
aside. As soon as you pull your finger out, what happens? Where your finger was
Goes
fills
back
back
in.
in, right?
Yeah.
So, but Saturn is structure,
Hmm.
foundation, the
Hmm.
great teacher. It rules time. However, time is
Hmm.
man-made. So
Yes.
it's about wisdom. It's where we
Hmm.
learn our wisdom through lessons, through the challenges and experiences that we use to navigate our life.
Hmm.
Sun will move into Sagittarius, like, looks like, now it's really hard to see on here, but it looks like will be within 24 hours after the moon.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So, which is probably like the 20th to 21st. I don't remember what day it is this year. It's usually the
Second, I
21st.
thought.
Um,
Okay. For some reason, I thought it was the
and then
22nd.
we have a cardinal sign, or no,
Hmm.
no, I'm sorry. Yeah, we have cardinal fire. So you're talking about a change in the energy, right?
Hmm.
So we're going from water to fire, we're going from
Mm.
tired
Emotions to
to
action.
accelerated.
Right.
So emotional activation. In
Cleansing and
while we're
purification.
reviewing, so this is the opportunity with all these retrograde planets with this moon to plant the seeds that will sprout in the spring. So whatever we do now is going to come to fruition, say March, April, May, probably after the spring
Hmm.
solstice sometime, depending on where you live. Okay. Think
Hmm.
about when the flowers start to bud and bloom. Okay. Um, but just because you plant the seed doesn't mean you don't have to continue to nourish the seed. So
Right.
this is about when we think about Sagittarius too, even though it's a Scorpio moon,
Hmm.
Scorpio has been doing the digging for us. It's been doing the research. So it's bringing the wisdom up to the surface.
Hmm.
Okay. If you want to look at it from that perspective. So if you're looking for wisdom, the wisdom will come to the surface. If you're looking for what needs to be healed, that will come to the surface. However it hits your chart, whatever you're looking for, that's what's going to come to the surface.
Hmm.
And then that wisdom and that um philosophy, um when you think about Mercury is also attached to education, but so is Sagittarius and
Hmm.
the law. So think of the laws, the wisdom, and the laws of the land.
I always forget about that.
Uranus is
The laws,
Taurus.
the
The
laws of the
law,
universe too,
right?
right?
The laws of the universe, the laws of the land, because Uranus is in Taurus. So what is the landscape? The physical earth landscape, the environmental landscape, the political landscape, the landscape.
Hmm.
What have you, what and who have you surrounded yourself with?
Mm-mm.
Is that healthy or not healthy for you?
Is it in
What's going to
integrity?
stay and what's going to go? And what I want to say is to keep it simple, stupid, right? Which I don't like to, I usually keep it simple, silly. Okay. But the KISS theory is coming into play. Let's
Right.
not overcomplicate it because
Mm-hmm.
we've just crossed the
Mm-hmm.
boundary into a whole new world and we don't,
Mm-hmm.
haven't realized it yet because our physical bodies
Right. Take longer.
haven't caught up with what our minds have already downloaded and are processing and trying to
Mm-hmm.
integrate, which is why so many people are so tired, feeling so crappy. And, like I could sit here and go, oh, I'm tired because we've had shitty weather. Well, yeah, that's part of it, but it's really nice. And I'm still tired, like it's,
Mm-hmm.
it's integration. Think about the dreams. Like you and I both talked before we came on. Like I haven't talked to anybody. I keep my circle small and we're all
Mm-hmm.
pretty much on the same level of
Mm-hmm.
cray cray. So like everybody's having these dreams that are just like off the charts. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say
Decode them.
you might feel like you're treading water, like I said earlier, but and you may feel like you're not, there's no forward movement, but the
Mm-hmm.
forward movement is the integration that's already in play. So you are
Mm-hmm.
feeling it, which is, and your body's reacting to it, which is why we're so tired.
Mm-hmm.
Because even like sleep patterns have changed. My sleep pattern has changed again.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of people waking up, 1, 2 a.m.
Exactly. And
Purging.
just a lot of people waking up to the new wisdom of the world. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
like I said to Rebecca the other day, I pulled out my sharp end. I'm like, there you go. You're all better now. It's all fixed. Let me pull out my wand.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
remember, people, like you can't
and
just sit
so it
there
is.
and wait.
Yeah.
Like you have to actually believe it. You have to embody it. You have to embrace it. You have to make room for the magic because it's already
Embody.
there. It's already
Yep.
there. It's just, it's like,
You got to
wait,
acknowledge it too.
it's like a bud. It's like this little bud inside of you, right? And it's just waiting
Mm-hmm.
for you to say, take the right breath, have the right thought, and say, I'm ready to fully accept whatever comes my way, and I will learn how to navigate it with as much grace and ease. It's like
I love that.
self-acceptance on,
Yeah.
on on the highest level of
Mm-hmm.
anything and everything.
Yeah.
And instead of going, oh God, I got a jiggle on my thigh. I love these thighs. They help me walk. They help me birth
Right.
my babies. Like stop worrying about your wrinkles. Stop worrying about your jiggles. Worry
And
about
who
the
even who
inside.
even told you that that stuff was bad, right? Because that's outside of you. You know what I mean? If somebody outside of you didn't say that that was bad, then you would probably not even give it another
Exactly.
thought.
We're
That's so
still
interesting.
releasing old programming. And
There you
that's
go.
what a lot of people don't realize. They're like, oh, okay, I have a mother wound. Let me work on my mother wound. Well, that's wonderful. I'm happy and I hope you're making progress with your mother wound. But have you dug beyond your mother wound?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mm-hmm.
what else is attached to that? Because you can't sit and blame your mother for every choice that you made
Right.
because
Oh yeah.
there's some insecurity somewhere within you that you can't blame your
Mm-hmm.
mom for your lack of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like my
Mm-hmm.
mother had um like what do you call it? She was manic depressive. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So because my mother was manic depressive, every time something goes wrong in my life, I don't go, oh well, it's my mother's fault because she was manic depressive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and I had like anxiety for quite a few years. And then it went away for a long time. And then like a couple months ago it came up and now it's gone again. So it's
Mm-hmm.
energy moving through. That's
Right.
like when people say, "Oh, I have ADHD or I'm OCD or I'm this, I'm that." I'm guilty of it. Like I'll tell you, I'm
Yeah,
OCD.
yeah,
I could
yeah.
see that
Yeah,
from
yeah.
across. all the way across the room on the counter. Like I can't see shit in front of me, but I could see that crumb a mile away,
Oh
right?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like I don't like those labels because I
Right.
think that those people have integrated and navigate at like look at the autistic children. I
Mm-hmm.
swear, I swear, I guess by the telepathy tapes. If you have not seen that on YouTube, go on YouTube and watch those videos. Those children are
Mm-hmm.
amazing. They're at a whole different level. But
It's like
I do think that people that have the label of autism, I don't think that they're unintelligent. I think they're superhuman intelligent.
yeah, I
Beyond,
think it's a superpower. Yeah.
yeah, I think they're beyond human intelligence. Like I think they're on a whole nother literally and it's like
I think they
whole
live a lot in
nother,
the
yeah,
astral.
exactly. I was just gonna say like
Hmm.
universal. I couldn't think of the I was thinking I couldn't think of the word astro, but
Or maybe
yeah,
even
it's
just
more like
quantum, because the astral gets a lot of bad rap. People always talking about demons and stuff that I don't resonate with that at all. The
no,
only
I
demons
don't
that
even
I
well
resonate with are the
listen.
ones that I created for myself that, yeah, anyway.
I saw the other day, I don't know if it was on TikTok because I'm not like I have a TikTok, but I don't really go on TikTok unless somebody tags me and something like sends me something, but I
Hmm.
don't really know how to use it or anything. Like,
Hmm.
but it was a YouTube short. It was a clip. Um, I don't know, something like up around 5 minutes, talking about how astrology was nothing but full of demons. And actually had a
Mm.
whole flow chart and with a marker and a dry erase board was explaining how this
Well,
is that like all this does is tell you that and it came somehow he came out with 666 and how that was Satan and blah blah
I
blah
mean,
blah.
like 666 isn't even bad, but yeah,
No,
yeah.
666 is, what do you
Isn't it
think
like a
666
purification
means?
number? I honestly don't even know. I feel like it's like a purification number, but I really don't know.
It's
I just,
part of the God
I'm,
code. It's
okay.
part of the God code.
Well,
Okay.
there's so much bamboozlement out there. It's like if we're taught to be afraid of our power, then we're never gonna hone in on it. But I mean,
Well, if you think
yeah.
about it, like if you ever listen to Greg Braden, he says that the universe speaks
Mm-mm.
in threes. Like, so you think one,
Okay, that's
three, six,
cool.
nine, right?
Right. I think
Universe
Tesla
speaks
said
in
stuff like that
threes.
too.
So
Hmm.
it's 1, 3, 6, 9. So if
Hmm.
you get three sixes, what's the difference between three threes and three sixes? Three threes is
Mm.
9, three sixes is 18. What's eight and
Which
one?
is also
9.
9. Yeah. Yeah.
So there is no difference.
Yeah, I think it all just goes back to where's your power? Is it outside of you or inside of you? Because if you think that, demons are coming to get you, then that's because you haven't like been honest with yourself about your shadows. Because yeah, but
Yeah, I
that's
think
my
that's you
opinion.
struggling with your own unhealed shadow. Absolutely, I
And I'm
agree with
so
that.
sick of all of this spirituality that's just fear mongering. Like I saw a person that I actually really like talking about how do you have demons in your house when your house is shielded? And I was just like, what? Like, right now is not the landscape to be fear mongering people, because then what's going to happen is they're going to get further away from themselves instead of closer. So that's what I have lots of people that ask me, is this true? Is this going to happen? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, if it's fear mongering, or if you feel like you have to go outside of yourself for the answer, then the answer is not true, because largely, and Pam Gregory was talking about this a lot, like, is there actually such a thing as objective reality, or is it each of us living in our own subjective reality, just bumping up against each other as we resonate with certain things, right? So it's like, if
Right.
you're constantly creating from the inside out, like people will complain all day about AI, and I'm not here to say if it's good or bad, but when you work with ChatGPT, it's working with your frequency that you're bringing to it. So if you're in a bad mood, it's going to reflect that. If you're in a good mood, it's going to reflect that. So it's like everything that you see outside of you is because you've painted on the inside first. So if you're seeing demons outside of you, then where are your demons inside of you? And it's like the shadow. The shadow is just saying, like, please pay attention to me. And then what do? You pay attention to it and you give it love. Like I had a really horrible nightmare last year when I was in New Orleans, and like that trip to New Orleans was like one of the biggest catalysts for my change recently. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I was trying to get my energy to go back to flow. And the way I know it's working usually for me is like I can get goosebumps like all over. I know that sounds whatever, but and it wasn't working. And then I was like, okay, I need to go back into that dream by my visualization space, and I need to go and give this murderer with the knife a hug. And when I went up and put my arms out, it dropped the knife and just came up and hugged me. And it's like, it's just parts of yourself that want to be loved.
Right.
That's what I think.
Exactly.
And of course, not everybody,
What about
it's like
that? Yeah, I just, when
you
you were
can't
talking,
get from here to
I
there
remember you
like that,
telling
but
me
yeah.
about that. Or did you go visit
Yeah.
that? What's that famous cemetery down there?
We tried to, but it was locked. I
Oh,
can't think
was
of the
it?
name. Is it Lafayette? I don't know. Cody's all into
Yeah,
that stuff. I'm not.
Lafayette,
I'm
Lafayette.
not so much. Not that I don't like it, but I don't know. I love New Orleans. It's got a very special
Well,
place in my
I like,
energy.
I have a thing for cemeteries. I love to go sit in
Makes
cemeteries.
sense.
Sometimes like it's like for me it's a place of peace because
Yes.
I don't really have fear. Like
Ah, I
my
just had a
grandfather
thought.
is buried in a historic cemetery,
Oh,
and
that's cool.
um I remember when my grandmother passed and
Mhm.
the it was a different funeral director because the other funeral director had passed away as well.
Oh,
And
wow.
when it came time for my grandmother, they asked, what cemetery, and I said Batsto Cemetery, and he's
Hmm.
like, Batsto, are you sure? And
Why?
I'm like, yeah, why? Like, he's like, well, that cemetery's haunted. I said, let me tell you something. I have
All of them are.
I have spent
Sorry.
so much time in that cemetery, I said, and I have never, I'm not gonna say I've never seen anything, but I've never seen anything bad or harmful. That's what I'll say. And
But I
I
mean, what is bad? You know what I mean? I've been talking about polarity a lot because it's been coming up a lot. And it's like polarity is just it's a way to show us that there's contrast in our life. There's not really good or bad, really. There's just different sides of the same thing. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but
I don't think there's good and bad. I think there's just different perspectives.
yeah.
The energy, whatever you label the energy, is the energy you're going to receive. So
Right.
if you say, "Oh, that's horrible, that's terrible,"
Mm-hmm.
that's
Well,
that's
yeah.
what you're going to get. If
Yeah.
somebody
And the
says,
more you talk about it and focus on it and stuff like that, people will complain all day
exactly,
about the things that they don't like, but as they're complaining about the things they don't like, they're actually like calling them to themselves.
well, I call that feeding the monster.
Yeah.
Why are you feeding the
Yeah,
monster?
that's
Don't
true.
complain. You're feeding the monster. Don't complain. Stop feeding the
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
monster will get hungry and go somewhere else where someone else will feed it, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what we have, these are just a few notes that I made from earlier. So did you say today? What's today? I don't even know that this is
14th.
horrible. The
It's the
14th.
14th. Yeah,
Okay,
you're okay.
14th. So the next kind of major thing we have, um,
Mm.
okay, so Mercury retrograde, Jupiter went retrograde. The next major thing will be the new moon on the 19th. And then,
And then the Grandwater Trine on the 19th. They're all at 25
yeah,
degrees. I looked it up.
yeah, I was going to say, and then Uranus is going to sextile Neptune on the anaretic degree
Oh, cool.
between Taurus and Pisces.
Hmm.
So that should be interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. We're ready. It's just par for the course at this point because we've all just lost our minds. So.
So Uranus sextile Neptune
Hmm.
on the anaretic degree. That's my sun.
Oh, sorry. I was like, what?
Okay.
Mhm.
So exciting, something exciting, I would say. Definitely
Okay.
Uranus sextile.
I always think of boots on the ground when I think of a sextile. Hey, buddy.
I would say, I don't know what other word to use. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
say exciting or some kind of this has to do with belief system because it's
Mm-hmm.
Neptune and Neptune is in Pisces.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe
Okay.
in what you can't see? Because then it's coming up
Right.
against Uranus and an Earth sign that's like,
It's going to
let's
be
break
almost
apart.
like I don't believe what I
Breaking.
see kind of thing.
Because the illusions are breaking apart, like as we speak. This
Right.
hologram
I don't
illusion.
believe what I see. It's like what I see can't be real, but what you're seeing will be real.
Or it's like when something good happens to somebody and they try to justify it, and it's like, just let the good be. You don't have
Right.
to try
Yeah,
to,
just accept it. Just accept it with
yeah.
open arms.
You called this energy to yourself, and it's now coming to you, because the dust has to take a while to settle for the
That
physical to
that's a
reveal itself.
that's a pretty major Uranus sextile Neptune. Like, yeah, that's like people could be questioning like their beliefs, especially things that are going on in the external world.
That's going to be scary. We got to give people grace, all of us who
Yeah, we need
are
to
in a
definitely
good
give people
good
grace because
place.
a lot of people are going to be left really, really, I want to say a lot of,
Because
do you know what
mhm,
my intuitive feeling
mhm,
is?
mhm.
People are going to be like, oh shit.
Well, people who don't want to leave their comfort zones, they're going to be mad that the illusion isn't real.
Well, and
I feel like I'm
that,
already seeing it. Like,
I think it has to
mhm,
do because you remember what I said about having unbelievable faith and trust because they're
mhm.
going to see that the person or persons that they put the trust in are not who they thought they were.
Again, back to yourself.
The
Faith and
illusion,
trust in yourself.
the
Yeah.
illusion, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
And exciting, like it just feels like
For those of us who are ready, it's going to be exciting. For those of us who are clinging for dear life to our
yeah.
comfort zones, it's going to be terrifying and
Well, I actually
disempowering.
think that
But
Taurus, like next year, Taurus is like the quick, like when I did the quick skim kind of thing, like the earth signs are going to do pretty well next year. And remember, we're leaving a
yeah.
9 year going into a 1 year. So one is all about new beginnings and think about first house and first house qualities,
Mhm.
right? Forward
Well, and
movement,
then,
the self-care,
uh-huh.
your identity,
Hmm.
especially if you
Well,
are an Aries, how are you
yeah, the
shopping?
0 degrees of Aries on February 20th,
Yeah,
I think is when it is.
it's just short of 0 degrees. Or no, when did
Zero
you say
degrees, 45
February?
minutes.
Did
I
you
think I might have written the
February? No,
date
wait a minute. Did
wrong.
you say February 20th? You mean
I think
2026,
so.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
zero degrees and
That's
45
gonna be a
minutes.
really, really
And
like,
that's why it's like, get rid of the baggage now so that you can like live your best life.
yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah.
if it's trying to leave,
Especially earth
let it
signs.
leave.
Because earth
Yeah,
signs let go of the shit. Like
they like to
let it
cling.
go.
They like to cling.
Um, like especially like Capricorns, the responsibility that's not yours. Taurus, stop fighting to change. What's the other earth sign? Well, Virgo, but Virgo's mutable earth. So Virgo's let go of the perfection. If you want to start
Yeah,
a YouTube channel, don't worry about it being perfect. Just do it.
yeah,
Who cares if it's
yeah.
perfect?
Pluto in
Nobody's
Aquarius
video is
says we
perfect.
want
That's okay.
authenticity. Yeah.
Exactly. Pluto in Aquarius, it's think the people.
And it's
Power of
also
the
one
people,
degree. But yeah.
right?
Hmm.
It doesn't matter,
Hmm.
but it's power of the people, by the people, for the people. People protesting things that they don't agree with.
Hmm.
Stepping
Hmm.
into your personal power with it being a 1 year, right?
Yep.
Um,
And at 1 degree. Yeah.
and in Aquarius, Aquarius is okay. So Pisces connects everything. It's you think of Pisces as the collective energy, but
Okay.
what does it take to make a collective? It takes groups of people. And what is Aquarius? Groups of like-minded people.
Hmm.
Collaborate with groups of people, whether they're like-minded or not. It's like allowing to be yourself
Hmm.
and in a group where you are allowed to speak what your truth is and still be accepted, right?
Hmm.
So
I actually think it's very much you will be more accepted as you are authentic. I think that right now, if you're showing any kind of
exactly.
inauthenticity, you're gonna be like, eh, yeah.
You're exactly right, Brooke. You're exactly right. So the more you stand in your truth, the more authentic you are, and the more you speak and use your throat chakra, speak that truth and share that truth
Hmm.
in a
Hmm.
group environment, coming together. This collaborative Aquarius is all about collaboration. It's the humanitarian. It's about coming together. We talked about this before. Like, I know Pam talks about it a lot too, but I've seen
Hmm.
this years and years ago it came up in my past life regression that I had with Todd Diviney. Like I don't even remember how many years ago, like 7 years, 8 years ago. Like I
Hmm.
saw that coming in my past life regression because I not only went backwards, I went forward into the future as well.
That's
And
cool.
I saw these pod communities. And when COVID hit,
Oh yeah, you did tell me that.
when COVID hit, I thought, oh, well, maybe that's what I was seeing. It was COVID, but we're past COVID and I'm still seeing it. So now when I see what's
Hmm.
going on happening in the world, um, or the way it's playing out, in the energy, I guess I should say, that I think that's what this is. This is about people going back to grassroots. This is about the organic, self-care,
Enough is enough.
organic health. How
Everything that's not sustainable. Like, come on, man.
Native Americans didn't have cancer. Native Americans
Hmm.
didn't need Xanax.
Hmm.
Yeah, they smoked a little wacky weed. Oh well, they didn't get cancer. They didn't have anxiety. They didn't have all the social pressures that we had. And the issues
Hmm.
that they have now are issues that the white man brought to them.
Hmm.
And, you know, and we still try to put them into our version of what we think they should be. And that's another thing. In this energy, be authentic. And when it comes to your authenticity, be
Hmm.
genuine and authentic to yourself, especially more than anything, because
Hmm.
people are going to start being able to see through. So if you're not being truthful with yourself, if you can't be truthful with yourself, first of all, you can't be truthful with anyone else. That's number one. And number two, understand that people are going to be able to see through that illusion and they're going to walk away. They're not there.
Hmm.
It's going to be no nonsense. But
Hmm.
you're going to start seeing these communities pop up together. Like that was my dream with the property that I want to buy was that I kept thinking, oh, well, I only wanted an acre. Do I really need 5 acres or 10 acres or 20 acres? And I thought,
Hmm.
well, yeah, maybe I do because maybe I need a farmer and maybe I need a
Yes. Yes.
gardener,
And a
maybe a
carpenter and
carpenter, and maybe
yeah,
I
a
need
mushroom man.
another holistic health practitioner, and maybe I need a Reiki practitioner, and maybe I need, someone to teach the children. I just like I don't like organized education, and I don't like organized religion because I feel like I feel
Hmm.
like sometimes we cripple the natural growth of our children. And
Absolutely.
please understand, I'm not judging anyone because my kids went to public school.
Hmm.
They went to public school. But I do believe that are we helping them or are we hurting them? I mean, we did what we did because we didn't know any better, just like
Right, right, right.
our parents,
Yeah,
right? It's not
exactly.
like I'm like, oh, let me go see if I can how much I could screw up my kid. I was just like, well, this is what they do. They go to school. And it was the law. Like it was the law. You had to send your kids to school or you had to homeschool. Well, I had
Yeah.
to work and pay bills, so I couldn't homeschool. So,
Yeah.
you know,
You just do the best that you can with what you have. But I feel like now is fertile ground for growth and anything really goes. So if you feel it and you can see it and it's important to you, then make the change, whatever it might be.
oh, I have the vision so clear. I've had it for years and years and years.
Mhm.
And it's funny that I brought up Todd because that's the second or third time I thought about him. I haven't talked to him for a while. I guess I really need to make
Oh,
contact
wow.
with him
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
because I remember when I first met him, he said, "Oh, I'm thinking about writing a book." I go, "No, you're not." And he just
He goes, what?
like
Excuse me?
everybody's looking at me because I'm like the most uncomfortable, just stepping into my spirituality kind of thing. And I'm like, "No,
Oh.
you're gonna write like a series of books." And he's like, "Nope, I'm only writing one book." I go, sorry, buddy. That's not what I'm seeing. And and everybody just stopped and looked at me like, who is
That's
she? Who does she
awesome.
thinks she is? Like, and I didn't
That's
mean it to
awesome.
be arrogant in any way or anything like that.
It's
But
not.
I saw
It's
a
not.
series of
It's
books and
confident.
I don't know if he's on his third or fourth book now. And it's all about
Hmm.
quantum physics. Matter of
That's
fact,
cool.
I've read these books. I should send them. I didn't think to put them in your box. I should have sent them to you. You could read them and I'll send and then send them back to me because I'll
Oh,
never
that's
get
cool.
rid of them because
No, it's okay.
it's called
I mean, I could probably look them up too. I read. Mhm.
Expanding Consciousness by Todd Diviney. I have two. If the third one is out, I haven't read the third one yet. And he also has a Facebook group or a group on Facebook, which I think is called Expanding Consciousness as well. I can let you know. I don't know it off the top of my head.
Very cool.
But those are like, because you're into the quantum physics stuff. So, so what I want to say, do you have any closing messages for anyone, for everyone?
Just take care of yourself. Remember your boundaries, and it's okay to say no. And just, I always use like the two-cup metaphor, where it's like you're pouring into each other's cup so that you're never drained. So hang out with people that don't drain you.
And the same like with the candle. I always use the candle. Use your
Mhm.
candle to light the next person. Let them use their candle. Don't use your candle to light everybody else's candle. Don't drain your energy. And we have the holidays coming up. And Monday, the holidays, it'll be every Monday and every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be on. I'm going to take you you know, from next
Oh, that's
Monday
cool.
through to the new year. And I'm in the process of creating a January month of self-care after the
Oh,
holiday
cool. I love
rituals
that.
to reignite,
2026.
yeah, to reignite your energy and your flame and your self-care and to, really
Love it.
take care of yourself because that's Capricorn seasons and Capricorns really, really work hard and they are
Mhm.
really,
Hard
really
on themselves.
responsible. So remember, earth signs, let go.
Mhm.
Stop hanging
Yeah.
on by your nails. Stop,
Yeah.
you know,
Hang out with a water sign.
Capricorn, stop being so responsible. Everything is not your responsibility. The world does not,
Mhm.
you're not responsible for the world,
Yeah. Yeah. It's not going to stop
right?
turning.
Right. And
Hmm.
Taurus, the world's changing. Get used to it. Brush up on your computer skills or whatever it is that you
Flexibility.
don't want to
Yeah.
change. I'm not telling
Yeah.
you to give up your good food, but I'm telling you to
Yeah. Hmm.
be mindful of the land because we depend on our food. Okay.
Hmm.
And Virgo, let go of the perfection. And for
Hmm.
everybody else, it's kind of like water signs, ride the wave. You have that grand
Hmm.
water trine. Everybody tries to stay in flow. Fire signs, I want to say, just be mindful because it might be a little uncomfortable for you. But just remember that where the discomfort is where what you need to work on. That's
Yep.
all. That's all. And I feel like
Hmm.
it's all gonna come out okay. I feel like we're all gonna make it through this. We all have those, oh
Yeah.
my God, I know I'm gonna die days, but trust me, you're not. If it was
You're not that lucky. I'm just kidding.
yeah, I was gonna say if it was that easy that we could just make it go away, just go to sleep,
Hmm.
diet, make it go away. But trust me, I would have taken that easy route a long time ago.
Yeah, man.
So up to self-care,
Hmm.
eat healthy foods, up your vitamins. Like I said, the
Hmm.
D, the C, the B vitamins, especially add the extra magnesium, the salt baths, like Brooke said, put your head under some water. Um,
Hmm.
Water's cleansing, it's soothing. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and be
It's amazing.
intentional. Be intentional about what you do. Up your intake of fluids because especially now that we're putting our heaters on, we may be coming dry. So like,
Hmm.
add some extra things to your routine to keep your skin. Remember, the skin's the biggest organ, the largest organ. People don't think of our skin
My
as an
favorite.
organ, but
It's my
we want to
favorite.
hydrate our
Hmm.
skin, and the best way to do that is with water. Also,
Hmm.
organic coconut oil. Okay. Just
Hmm.
take a bath, and when you get out of the bath, your pores are open, and just slather yourself in coconut oil and just stand for like 5 or 10 minutes and then
Hmm.
pad off whatever isn't absorbed with a towel. Otherwise, you'll be just, unless you want to put on your scuba suit, because
Slipping and sliding.
you could
Yeah.
slide right into your scuba suit then, Brooke.
Yeah. Wouldn't I
But
love to?
yeah, we don't think about hydration.
Hmm.
And try to prioritize sleep. If you're not sleeping at night, try to make a little bit of time for a nap during the day and don't feel bad about it. Like,
Hmm.
I used to think just old people took naps until I got old. And so now I make the excuse that middle-aged people take naps too.
There you go. I love that.
So there you go. And so I look forward to seeing you all on Monday and Wednesday. And Brooke, if you can join me, great. If not, great. But I think might interfere with Oliver's schedule, but I didn't really think about that when I was
Oh,
doing.
you're fine. If I can do it, I can. Wednesdays, Cody's off work, so I might be able to pop in on Wednesdays. What
uh,
time did you say it was?
It's 11 a.m. my time, so that's what 9 for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I could. Well, not this Wednesday, but yeah, I'll keep in touch with you.
All right. Well, I'm still cleaning up like what I wrote. I have it all written out. I have it all prepared. I just
Well,
need to clean it up. When I clean it up, I'll send it to you. You're
okay, thank you.
probably gonna pee your pants because you know my comedian came out, right?
I
But
love it.
we're gonna
I
help
love
you
it.
learn how to navigate the holiday season with as much
Hmm.
grace and ease and possible, and how to um how
Slow
to
down.
redirect the narrative, okay?
Hmm.
How to change it up a little bit, and that it's okay to start new traditions and to simplify things and to ask for help. All those people that do everything themselves, like I used to do, it's ask for help. Don't be afraid to hand out assignments. When they come in, you hand them their assignment card, just like, their place, like you're going to a wedding and you get your little thing where you're going to sit.
Yeah.
Don't forget, just
Yeah.
hand out their assignments. If they don't like their assignment, they could just turn right around, go right back out the door. Like,
Exactly.
because things are very expensive now. It's a lot of work. And, yeah, I think it should be as stress-free and easy as possible. I think we've lost the true meaning of the holidays. I think it's about being physical, physical, physically present and mentally present. And it's about taking those special pictures that are fun right now, but will make the beautiful memories in the future. And for
Mhm.
the generation behind us when we're no longer here. Let's think
Mhm.
about what's important and um, if possible, give a donation to a food bank, or I was actually thinking about volunteering at a food kitchen for a couple of hours. I
That'd be
think
cool.
that would be something that would be helpful. So,
Hmm.
and let's not judge people that have less than we do because, people get labeled as being lazy for when
Mm.
they're having hard times. And you have to understand how many people just lost their jobs and have been to hell and back just because of the government shutdown. And even now that the government's back open, just
Oh, wait,
still,
it is? I didn't even know that.
I think, I think it is,
Hmm.
isn't it? Oh God, we're horrible. We
I
could
mean, I don't
never,
really.
we could never do a
That's
news podcast. I
a
heard
what?
they're open.
Oh,
I think I think they came to some kind of agreement, but it's like whatever.
interesting. I haven't been on
No,
Reddit,
it
so I don't
is
know.
it is
That's where
open
I get my
because
news.
I heard it has to be open because I heard that your senator from Arizona got sworn in finally.
Oh,
So,
well, whatever.
so that government has to be. Mike Johnson said he wasn't going to open the government or wasn't going to swear in until the government was open. I don't know. They're like babies in a sandbox. You know how it goes. I don't really put a whole lot of energy into any of that. So,
Everybody probably just thinks we're such idiots over here in the United States because whatever. Yeah.
well,
Anyway.
yeah, but we don't talk about that. Like everybody that knows us knows that it's not whatever. We don't have
I
control
mean,
over that.
well, and we incarnated in the United States for a reason because one of my best friends lives in Germany and I talk to her almost every day and I'm just like, oh, it's so embarrassing. But whatever. What are you gonna do? We're
But
here for a
here's the
reason,
thing.
Robin.
Here's the thing. What we have to remember is the poor people and homeless people aren't necessarily labeled, shouldn't be labeled because some of those people are that way because of our government and what's been going on in the world as a whole, and especially in our country. Okay. But we
Mm-hmm.
also have to remember it's easy to point the fingers at each other, but everybody has a purpose, whether we like their purpose or not. And this is something our country's in its Pluto return. So this is something that our
Mm.
country has to navigate. And there's a reason why.
Mm-hmm.
And think
Okay.
about Pluto and Aquarius and think about what we talked about. Think about the North Node being in Pisces. It's not coincidence that we are going through a time where we have to have unbelievable faith and trust in the unseen and in the unknown, while
Mm-hmm.
Pluto is in Aquarius.
Mm-hmm.
power of the people coming together. After leaving Capricorn, after Pluto going through and totally deconstructing in Capricorn, that is the energy that's been playing out, which is why our government is so screwed up. No matter how you look at it, both sides are screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think everybody's fed up. I don't even think I
Mm-hmm.
don't I think that a lot of what's going on is bringing that division
Mm-hmm.
together because people
Yeah.
are agreeing to disagree because they're fed up on both sides all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going through some hard times? Yep. Do we look like fools in front of the rest of the world? Absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But is it good for our country overall in the end?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is
Mm-hmm.
yet to be determined.
I do have to go though, Robin, because I gotta go get my
I
kiddo.
do too.
Okay.
So,
All right. Love
all
you.
right. Talk to you later.
Bye,
Everyone,
honey. Love you.
remember to
Thank
like and
you.
subscribe, and we'll see you all next week. And I will see you on Monday morning at 11 a.m. And we're going to start the holiday series. So have a beautiful, blessed rest of your day. And namaste.
Bye.
Love you,
Thank
Brookie.
you.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.